Here we go. Hey, everybody. We are live here at the Disaster Sports Show. This is the first episode where we will be covering the NFL draft all the way up and through to when the Browns pick, either at 10 or if they trade back, we'll be with you longer. It'll be a lot of fun. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in a few other funny folks that will be getting us through this. We have our friend Chris Fenner right there on the screen. Can you hear me, Chris?
I can hear you.
Awesome. I can hear you too. And we also have Jeff Bergstrom, a.k.a. Bergie. Jeff, there.
I can't hear Dan.
You can't hear me?
Hey.
Hey, Jeff.
I can't hear Dan. I can hear Chris.
Can you hear either of us?
Weird.
Man.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, let's do this. I'm going to take Bergie out, and let's pop him back in.
That's fine.
You want to tell him to do that there, Chris? Put that in the old chat there so he knows what's going on.
You guys should get out of it and come back in.
Okay. Well, that's what I just said. All right. So he's getting out. I was just explaining a little bit that this is kind of a new show. We're going to be kind of loose today with the format because we're coinciding with the draft. But we don't know what this is going to morph into. I think it'd be kind of fun to do just a bunch of episodes about different disastrous sporting events. Either them are disasters or were disasters or both are disasters. All would be fun.
It's a little column A, little column B.
Yeah. And little column C if we want to make up a third column at some point.
Yeah.
Which we could. We very well could.
There we are.
All right. So we're still waiting on Jeff to pop back in here. That will give me some time to queue up the old stream for the actual draft itself, which is good. So how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in like 3 days on the internets now.
I'm doing good, man. Just slowly losing my mind. So I think like the rest of society, so it's going well. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I built myself a little home studio here. I have 3 screens going right now. I have an ABC, ESPN, and us right here. So I have things covered. I know, right? Fancy shit. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the stream in. I think I'm not sure what happened to Jeff, but I think at this point the draft started, so you might as well. Well, it's still on commercial, so we can actually just keep chatting a little bit here. Any big predictions for the draft tonight?
I will be disappointed, probably.
That's a good prediction. I think we all will.
Yeah, that's less of a prediction, just basic stuff on the pass. No, I think we go. I would like offensive line in this draft. I think that'd be good. I'd be fine with a linebacker. Bergie's back.
Bergie's back. Can you hear us now?
Huh?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There we go.
We can hear you. All right.
All right.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here with the actual draft itself, and then we can start kind of making some fun comments about. People are jumping around. Look at all this craziness going on. This is a fun spectacle. Are you guys watching it? What channel are you guys watching?
Anna asked, "Can we give an overview of what the draft is for?" This draft is for the NFL. Specifically, we care about the Browns.
We care about the Browns, but
we care about the Browns, and this is the only time of the year where we're actually happy. So, we have hope for a day, and then that kind of goes away. So,
pretty much, that's extremely accurate. They're now showing the very depressing city of Las Vegas right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just nothing going on there, boy. That's a rough sight to see.
Way to start off on a high note by just showing how empty everything is and lonely.
Yeah, they're really driving that point home.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, it is sad, but I kind of get it at the same time. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, this is definitely the draft. Like, hey, like things are way different now than they have been in the past. We might as well lean into it a little bit and just let people know that hey, like we're all in this together, and like the whole. This is for everybody. This is for more than just football fans at this point. This is like a little bit of sense of normalcy in the craziest time of our lives, undoubtedly. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I get it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just glad I have to see all those people who actually go to the draft.
Yeah.
I never understood that.
But I wanted to go. This is going to be in Vegas this year, and they're going to do it like on a boat, and that sounded sweet. So
In Vegas?
yeah, that was
Yeah,
the whole
it
thing.
was big. Where would the boat be?
I'm very confused by this.
I don't know. I think they just have some sort of man-made lake somewhere that they post up on.
And the
You just bring a
velocity.
boat into. I mean, the cruises aren't doing anything at this point, so you could do that, I guess.
Oh, here's Roger Goodell from his basement. See, I thought his basement was going to be a lot more basementy than this. That looks like it could easily be in an office building.
I love that you thought Roger Goodell would. He's just it's just concrete. There's a water cooler behind him.
There's like a leaky
Water
pipe.
heater. He's got like his old like Christmas decorations behind him.
Just in a big tote, just in a big old bin.
Jameson asked, was that a sequel trailer for Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas? We can only hope, Jameson.
Yeah. They got to bring back that cast, though. I mean, I know it's been 20 years, but hey.
I mean, it was a cast-heavy movie.
Yeah, it was all about who was in it.
It was all about the cast.
It was not about the plot whatsoever.
Do you guys want to talk about Viva Rock Vegas instead of this draft? Can we put that on?
All right, I'm going to switch the feed. We're going to talk about the Viva Rock Vegas. All I remember from that movie is that there was a casino involved, and they basically, like, there was a guy who owned the casino, and I forget what the plot was exactly, but he was like, he wanted them to feel like they were winning, so they would win for a while, and they had this big lever in his office, and he flipped it from win to lose, and then they started losing all their money at one point. That's all I know.
This is an accurate casino.
You guys are talking about the Flintstones movie, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Viva
yeah.
Rock Vegas. Yeah.
I was thinking of that Elvis Presley impressions where they rob something with Kevin Costner, but so I was way off on what you were talking about.
Speaking of Kevin Costner, Draft Day was a hell of a movie, wasn't it?
Oh boy!
I watched some clips on YouTube, and I got the whole plot of the movie in like 15 minutes.
You never watched the whole movie?
No.
Oh, I feel like you'd love it.
Yeah.
3,000 Miles to Graceland.
3,000 Miles of Graceland. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Jameson thought of that. I didn't think of that.
How did you mix it up with Viva Rock Vegas? I haven't seen that movie. Are they similar at all?
Now,
I'm guessing they're similar.
Now, do you think the new Flintstones movie is a crossover of the two?
I love a good crossover.
I mean, anything that has Stephen Baldwin in it. I think
He's the best Baldwin.
Is Stephen Baldwin in 3,000 Miles of Graceland, or is he in?
According to Jameson. Oh no, Rock Vegas.
It's definitely Viva Rock Vegas. Jameson is just I love how he's chiming in the comments, so we can just be like, oh, okay, cool. That's the actual fact of who that person was in that movie that we wouldn't have gotten if he wasn't just chilling in there. I wonder what this guy's singing right now. He's singing something fierce.
He's singing about lonely kids.
What?
I'll tell you the thing about the mask.
He's singing about.
One thing I've noticed with the mask, for instance, I went to the grocery store today to get a lot of booze for tonight, and I put a scarf on. You feel like you don't have to like make any kind of social interaction whatsoever. Like I don't acknowledge anybody. I just get my shit and go. I don't even talk to the cashier. I tell them to give me the money, but other than that. Yeah.
Wow, are you robbing the place?
Oh, maybe I'm robbing the place.
Are you committing felonies?
I call it Viva Rock Vegas, but I'm actually robbing the place.
He just used Viva Rock Vegas quotes the whole time
until they give me the money.
Jameson, who is this guy? Let's see if he answers me.
Harry Connick Jr., Dan.
Is that who that is? I don't know who people are.
The name that sounds familiar. I never knew.
It's like you never even watched Will and Grace.
That is correct. It's getting a little toasty in my office. My glasses are fogging up a little bit. You guys can probably see that. So popping them off.
Junior action.
Wow, good glasses.
What's that?
It's all that Harry Connick Jr. action.
I think he was, you know,
HBJ.
you know, like Monday Night Football does their little pre-game song. I think they're doing one for the draft now with that guy,
I mean, I like that.
or like poetry, spoken word poetry.
They're going to a lot of this. Or is this a commercial?
It's tough to tell anymore.
It's a commercial.
Oh,
I'm gonna pop the feed off here while they're on commercial because why would we watch that?
Wait.
This is better. Now we're all bigger.
Better. I'd rather look at our faces rather than a Lowe's commercial.
Absolutely.
So should we do some sort of drinking game with this?
That's a good call. I'm gonna whiskey.
What are you guys all drinking? I have a black cherry White Claw, unofficial sponsor of the show. Oh, look at
I
this!
have the same.
Look
I just
at that. That is.
Hold on.
I think we just got renewed for like 60 more episodes by showing the same
I'm
drink.
for my black cherry White Claw. They
And
don't have
Jeff-
the copyright thing. Just leave it to them. I have that, and I have some Woodford Reserve Double Oaked.
ooh boy,
Yeah.
I've been sipping on some Blantons downstairs.
Ooh,
Yeah,
tasty.
real good stuff.
That's some tasty stuff there.
Oh yeah, the tastiest.
Cloudy for you. But now there's the Dell technology.
Dead air, huh?
A little better.
I know. Jeff's not here to
Fine.
talk us through it.
I'm
But there are some kind of interesting things going on right now. Todd McShay, for example, a big
Roman's
draft
fast, yeah.
guy. What's Jeff drinking?
he just held up a White Claw.
Oh, how organic! Oh man,
Jameson's drinking JMO.
there you go. I feel like Jameson's our like unofficial producer of the show, and all he is just the person in the chat. talking to us the
He's
most.
actually guiding the conversation more than we are.
Pretty much so.
Jameson, just list Stephen Baldwin movies, and we'll talk about those the whole time.
Yeah.
Biodome, obviously.
But yeah, Todd McShay is he's sitting out this draft because he's recovering from the coronavirus. So that's so it's just Kuiper, man. We had that one-sided opinion this whole time, and yeah, screw that. I don't like that. I need two opinions at least. 3 if we're feeling saucy.
I need to hear 2 wrong opinions at the same time. It's actually kind of good because they kind of neutralize each other because they don't actually like do anything. They just yell at each other the whole time.
And then like, oh, what's the thing in between? The correct answer? Cool.
So now we're just going to get a Mel Kiper who's been stuck at home for a month and a half and has no one else to tame him. It's going to be a lot.
Mel Kiper. Here's the truth, guys. When I watch the draft, I pay attention to the first couple picks, and then after a couple drinks, all I think about is what it must be like to be a high school kid picking up Mel Kiper Jr.'s daughter on a date, and he answers the door. And my brain runs with that for a while. Like he just seems like a 1950s dad. You know what I mean?
It's a very specific situation.
Yeah, I'm taking his imaginary daughter out for homecoming. I'm nervous. He answers the door. He's got a nice cardigan on with a tie and smoking a pipe.
Wearing a plastic wig.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you think they have the same hair? Do you think
Huh?
it's like a genetic thing? Have the cloth.
I hope that's not a wig. That can't be a wig. That's got to be his, right?
Oh, it's definitely his real hair, but it has the most product you can possibly put on your head at the same time. He probably mixes products, that guy.
Mm.
I'm sure he's got White Claw on him.
He's got some White Claw on his head, some hairspray, some gel, some JMO, some Biodome. I'm just reading Jameson's post now. Some
Biodome.
Barney Rubble. Sorry, sports.
Well, that's good. Now we can transition into Pauly Shore movies.
All right, the draft seems to be back on here.
What
Good.
Pauly Shore movie have you seen the most?
Son-in-law.
Ooh, Pauly Shore
Encino
movie.
Man. Encino Man.
I've seen In the Army now about 20 times for some reason.
How's that even possible? Where do you even find that?
VHS. I don't know where we found the VHS. I think Pauly Shore hand delivered it to our house because that's the only way those things were good.
Dropped it
Please
off.
take it.
He's still doing it now, but he's wearing gloves and a mask.
The weasel. That's my takeaway from coronavirus is Pauly Shore is going to make a comeback.
Hey, things are changing. Pauly Shore, he's on the rise, you guys.
Yes, they do.
Oh, look at those Bengals.
I'm really wondering if they're going to fuck this up. Like they should take. I think they should take Burrow.
Yeah.
Or Chase Young.
Well, yeah, one of the two. Certainly, it's going to be Burrow.
I didn't really think out that sentence before I started talking, but we'll work on that.
Look at that blank office.
Why would you not shoot that head on? Like, what's the point of having the Bengals things behind you?
You want to be able to see the TV in the corner.
You're going to shoot them.
Yeah, if you're gonna have that background, why show the whole thing like that? Like,
also, you're working from home. Why are you wearing a suit?
It's like leaning up against some wall rafters or something.
That's
I kind of want to go to this guy's basement. It doesn't seem like a bad time.
I mean, Roger Goodell will be there, so that's not great. But other than that, the layout of the basement.
Which one of you asked why he's wearing a suit?
I did.
Oh, did you? I didn't ask that.
They should all. I don't know why they're all not wearing
pajama pants. Like,
that's what it should be. You don't have to put on airs.
I like the idea of them approaching tonight the same way I approach work every morning from home, where I roll out of bed very hungover, and I'm still in my hoodie and flannel pants, and I just sit there for 5 or 10 minutes going, "Oh Christ, I don't want to do this," and then I turn on the computer. That would be great if Zach Taylor was doing that right now. Just like
out of principle, nobody should be wearing pants. Who's in this draft? No pants. The no pants draft.
No pants.
Out of principle. How long do you guys think it will be until we stop recognizing names of people who are drafted?
3. Two. The first two, then whenever Akuda's picked, and then whenever the offensive tackles were supposed to take.
Well, there's a lot of wide receivers.
This is the least I know about the draft in years.
I've been paying attention to all the wide receivers. I'm a fan of all these wide receivers that are being drafted. I think there's a lot of really good ones. So,
let's add another one, baby.
Huh?
Let's add another one.
Who's your favorite of the bunch, Jeff?
I watched them all at different points. At one point in the season, I thought CeCe Lamb from Oklahoma was so good, but then the two from Alabama.
That Judy's really good.
Oh my God, Judy and Ruggs, they're crazy. And then when we played Clemson, and I watched the dude from Clemson, I was like, damn, he's good too. They're all legit studs.
Every time I see Henry Ruggs' name, I just instantly think that he's related to Jimmy Ruggs, and I get very excited.
I bet he talks like him too.
I would like the Browns to take him, so we get Jimmy Ruggs on our side.
If Jameson could somehow work some sort of crossover with Henry Ruggs in the fetch, it would be Jimmy Ruggs and Henry Ruggs together.
But he calls him Hank because they're close family.
And they're both
funny.
Their real name is both Proudfoot for some reason.
Hank Proudfoot.
Hank Proud.
Hank Proudfoot.
Jimmy Ruggs has this whole backstory where Ruggs is not his real last name.
Oh, I see.
Sorry to spoil that for you, Jameson, if you're still on the stream with us here.
That's it's canon.
That was a fun graphic they just showed. So Mel Kiper Jr.'s hair is not near as fantastic as I had thought.
Well, it's not. He does not have good lighting in that room.
He's also very sweaty.
Yeah,
he's glistening, man.
Every week, so every year, he's got probably tons of people pumping that hair up for him.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah, they don't have stylists now.
Is he in his basement too, or is that a green screen? That kind of looks like a green screen to me.
Both.
Like that ESPN monitor in the back does not look real.
Basement with a green screen.
Yeah, that is. I think you're right. That computer looks very fake.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
I don't think his basement's decorated like that. It just says draft. Although it might be. That's the only thing he does. Is comment on the draft.
They all kind of feel like they're in.
What a
Also,
great job! How do you get that job, man? Can anybody just be a draft?
I don't know. Look on Indeed.
I mean, what?
I've applied to be a coach of the Blue Jackets on Indeed, so I guess anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear this feed at all?
Yeah, a little
A
bit.
little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I touched it up just a smidge.
I'll tell you
let
what,
me-
there's a man who is living a healthy life. Kurt Warner looks fantastic.
Silver Fox.
How old is Kurt Warner?
He's got to be in his 50s, right?
I don't think he's that old. I think he's like Favre old, probably.
48.
He got. I was gonna say he was old when he got in the NFL. Like he doesn't
Yeah,
look
he
much.
was like late 20s
What? No, he was not. Was he in his late 20s?
when he started in the NFL. I think. Yeah, because I know he had
When
to
he
play in
went on
NFL
that
Europe
run
for a
in
couple
99.
years.
I guess if he's 48, he'd have to be.
Well,
Yeah.
he spent time in arena football, and he spent time in the Europe League.
NFL Europe.
Yeah, NFL Europa.
Yeah, but everybody, come on, we all know what I'm talking about. Like the year with the Rams, like the great show on turf. He was like in his late 20s.
He would have been like 28.
I honestly thought he was like 38 then. He looks the exact same now as he did then.
He looks better than he
looked
did
like he did
then.
then, but,
Yeah.
And then the number one thing really is this.
How many fantasy football teams this year do you think are going to be named Judge Judy, spelled Geudy?
Oh, come on, yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely going to find that, regardless of.
I
the
mean,
draft.
don't, because it's a dumb name, but you know people are going to do it.
We can just everyone in the league just Judge Judy 1, 2, 3.
You
It's
think
not. It's not like AIM screen names.
Yeah. Oh man, I got a great Michael Irvin story for you guys.
Is it about
on.
crack?
Huh?
Is it about crack?
Yes. I smoked
Go
crack.
on.
No. My dad. So we all know my dad was a homosexual. He lived in Dallas in his prime partying days, and it was during like the '90s heyday of the Cowboys. And so, for whatever reason, him and his boyfriend would go to this sports bar of all places in Dallas, and the Cowboys would hang out at all the time. So one night, my dad goes to pee in the men's bathroom. Michael Irvin goes and pees next to him, and without looking, you know, when you're at the urinal, you just look straight ahead. And so, for whatever reason, he asked my dad if my dad knew when the Dallas Stars were playing next. And my dad, stunned that Michael Irvin's talking to him, doesn't know what to say. Plus, my dad's not a sports fan, but obviously everybody knew who Michael Irvin was. And then Michael Irvin looks over at him and goes, "Oh, you wouldn't know." So my dad was the gay guy. What? The Cowboys were like, "Oh, that's the gay guy." The Dallas fucking Cowboys in the '90s.
What?
knew my dad
Why have you
was the
not
gay
told
guy
that on
from Dallas.
stage before?
Huh?
Why have you not told that on stage before? That's amazing.
Oh, I have, sir. I have.
I have not heard that. That's incredible.
When my dad told me that story, he told me it just a few years ago just not that long ago. And I was like, "Dad, how did I not know this? This is the most amazing thing I've ever heard."
Holy shit.
Michael Irvin. I just imagine my dad like with a feather boa, just like standing there going, "Woo!" And Michael Irvin trying to ask him about the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, it went down. Oh, that's ridiculous.
All right. Looks like the Bengals pick is in officially. Don't know what the hell took them so long, but
Shit.
It's gonna be weird if Joe Burrow not here.
Are they just showing Athens?
Yeah,
is that what Athens looked like? I guess I've never driven off 33 when going through Athens.
outside of Outside of the college, yeah.
Not a lot of food on the table. Hungry.
It's weird how rapidly Ohio gets very hilly when you get like outside Columbus for like 45 minutes because it's so flat here. You go down 33, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh my gosh, where are we? You know what? Where the heck are we?
Yes. Appalachians.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe.
Bro, oh man.
I wish he had stayed, but
I really wish he had too, but
yeah, he made the right call.
I mean, well, yeah, he wasn't in a position to ever play under the circumstances, so he did what he had to do. A giraffe, huh?
You know, if I do think if it like we can still consider him a Buckeye. I know that he made his college career is going to be known as being with LSU, but he was a Buckeye first. So
I still
it does go Burrow, Young, and then Okuda. If Okuda does, here we go.
It's going to be Burrow.
Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. With the first pick in the 2020 draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow, quarterback.
Heyo.
Hey, and there it is. And now the chips are starting to fall. Look how excited he is.
God.
Did you guys ever hear that Colin Cowherd interview with Urban Meyer, where Cowherd was asking Urban Meyer how he missed on this Joe Burrow guy out of Ohio, and he's like, "No, he was on our team. He just transferred." Cowherd had no idea. It was so funny.
He's just the worst.
He clearly did no research.
Oh, he never does.
Not know that.
That's his brand.
It's talked about every time he's mentioned.
I know, it's crazy. That just shows how
I mean, that's just
how lazy that guy can be sometimes.
Does he even watch sports? Like, I mean,
I don't think so.
to not know that and to be.
He just watches the Lakers. I think that's it.
It's like the same thing with what's his name? Skip Bayless. Like they're famous because they have the worst opinions. Like if they had halfway decent opinions, no one would give a shit about them.
Well, those talking head shows are all the same. It's like, oh, if you take one stance, I have to take the other, or else it's not interesting. If we just agree,
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, they're just one of them's gonna say completely stupid shit because of that reason.
Yeah.
Well, when you watch PTI, like it's funny because they both keep their integrity and they're not just doing it for entertainment. Like they'll be funny and stuff, but they're not trying to like just take way opposite sides all the time. And so almost all the time they agree. So then you have those shows like Hot Take and stuff where they take such ridiculous stances just because they have to disagree and argue, and I can't stand them.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
And now that there's like nothing to talk about, it's even worse. They're just arguing about like, hey, Tom Brady got kicked out of a park. What are your take on that? Well, I think it's horrible. Well, I think it's hilarious. And they just like it's what are you talking about? Makes no sense.
Eddie-O.
Tom Brady. I keep getting all these like Bleacher Report alerts on like everything happening to Tom Brady. One day he's kicked out of a park. The next day he's going into the wrong house.
Oh, I saw that too. Where he's trying to go to Byron Leftwich's house because he's the O coordinator, and he like went to his neighbor's house because it looked the same, and he's just like, "Well, I'm in the wrong house," and just turned around and left.
How weird was it?
Yep.
Would it catch Tom Brady just breaking into your house?
That would be amazing. Can you imagine Tom Brady just like walking in your front door, being like, "I'm in the wrong place," and just leave? It's like, wait, was that Tom Brady? Like, that's all you can think of. That'd be ridiculous.
What the hell was that?
I hope Byron Leftwich he's got like a really nice house in a really nice neighborhood, but I just imagine how great, like he's just like in a house not even like close to what Byron Leftwich, like all of a sudden he's just like in this like just like some 2-bedroom townhome. He walks into like a 2-bedroom townhome, just totally not even close to what Byron Leftwich lives in. Oh, yeah, the mansion down the street.
Do you guys remember Byron Leftwich's senior year at Marshall? How like
No.
neither of his knees worked, and his lineman just like carried him like to the line of scrimmage for the next play. He would just stand in the shotgun and just throw it.
Yeah,
What's
I
that?
do remember that.
I
Yeah.
do remember that.
That was a crazy, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's going to be such a good pro," and he was just fine. he was serviceable.
I thought he was going to be a good pro. I
I
thought
thought is the correct term. Who they have? Who they have replace him?
Mark Brunell.
David Garrard.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember one time the Browns were playing the Jaguars, and I think he threw 5 interceptions and fumbled the ball once, and he still lost.
That adds up.
We were +6 in turnovers and lost the game. That's almost statistically impossible.
That's crazy.
I am really impressed, Loper, that you pulled a David Garrard out of your ass. That's
Thanks.
impressive, man.
Sometimes those names just stick with you.
Yes.
Jacksonville Jaguars legend, David Garrard.
Speaking of Jacksonville Jaguars, I've been watching a lot of The Good Place recently, and one of the characters is obsessed with Blake Bortles, and it's the funniest thing.
Yes, right? They keep referencing Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles. Oh man,
That is good stuff.
is he even on it now?
That show is an official sponsor of our show, by the way. I had to plug them. So
Do you know what his nickname is? I just googled Blake Bortles. Do you know what his nickname is?
what?
Mortal Kombat.
That's
Ooh,
awesome.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's an awesome nickname.
That's official. That's the first thing that pops up on Google. That's under Wikipedia. There's no way he did not. He did that himself for sure.
It's a dream come true.
He just updated his own
I don't want to give
Wikipedia.
it to myself.
Call yourself Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. That's great.
Mortal.
Oh,
If
God.
he's a real feisty guy, then it makes a lot more sense.
Someone that bad does not deserve that cool of a nickname.
I don't know Blake Bortles' personality well enough to know if that's a fitting nickname for him.
He seems dumb. I'm basing it off no information, but
What was this Wonderlic?
I just wasn't as good as I was my
Thir-
senior year.
30.
Shirt, man. Look at that shirt. That's great. That's so great.
what?
That is an awesome shirt.
That's 740.
And being from also 740 in Ohio covers so much area. It's
I was about to
ridiculous.
say that. That's like, you go outside of 270, and that's pretty much the area code for like everywhere until you get to like Cincinnati or
And West Virginia.
yeah.
Number 1 overall.
Thank you.
I think Cincinnati. You got to go with him. Like he's going to be the face of that team as long as they put any kind of commitment into winning. He could be the face of that team for like 15 years.
I'm just worried they're going to fuck him up.
They had to take him because he's an Ohio kid. He's going to put butts in seats, and I mean they're going to sell tickets. But ultimately, I mean the Bengals have proven they actually don't care about winning. The Browns do care about winning, but they are bad at decisions just in general. They try way too hard and it always backfires.
We both go about sucking separate ways. and
We're on
it's
two
nice.
opposite sides of the sucking spectrum.
We try really hard to not suck, and which makes it sadder.
Can we talk about this giant that's not Tyson Young on like Tyson Young's got the entire like D line.
Who's Tyson Young?
Who are all these guys? They're huge.
Who's Tyson Young?
What is his name again?
Chase Young.
Chase Young?
Who is Tyson Young? Why
Are you
do I
thinking
always-
Tyson Fury?
No, Tyson Young is a pro wrestler. My bad. I want to call Chase Young Tyson Young all the time. It's a pro wrestler. My bad.
Speaking of pro wrestlers, we should definitely do an episode on Brock Lesnar. That'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I can tell you everything you need to know, bro.
Well, that's why I brought that up. I knew you'd know all about it. So
I'd be into that.
just find some nice clips on Brock.
Once he was at a urinal with my dad.
That's how every story starts. It's just
In Dallas.
Father.
They're at a bar in Frisco, Texas, and
Just different places in Texas.
That's what Maryland does because Chase Young born in Upper Marlboro,
All the athletes that have had
Good play.
Encounters with my homosexual father. That could be. That'll be what the show is.
So far we have exactly the way everyone predicted. Chase Young going to the Redskins and Burrow going to the Bengals. I'm just catching up our listeners in case they are just tuning in.
I'm going to guess Judy's up next.
You think he's going 3? That seems
No.
high.
Wait, who's?
I
What
don't
happened?
know who else would go 3. I ran out of names.
It's
so
Okuda. Okuda's
Oh,
going to go now,
right,
right?
okay. I'll go Okuda. Okuda, then Judy after that because I ran. Yeah. So Jeffrey Okuda, baby.
The Lions. I don't think a wide receiver would be a bad pick, but
I actually
think they're
couldn't
gonna
use
turn
that.
down.
Yeah, they've really not been great since Calvin Jackson left. Although they weren't that great with him either.
Yeah.
He put up big numbers, but they didn't win.
That's a really good that franchise is really good at wasting incredible athletes, the prime of their careers. Between him and Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Did it? I feel like there was another famous Lion that they did that with too. I don't know.
Cecil, the line.
Joey Harrington.
So here's something that I will never trust another Oregon quarterback to be good in the NFL. Because this dude that they're talking about might be like who is it between Tua or that dude from
I also don't trust a guy whose name sounds like a Muppet.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying.
Herbert.
It's official. Did they make the announcement? I didn't even see that.
There you go, Tyson.
That was Chase Young again. They're still clapping.
Tyson Young.
Tyson Young, baby. I hope he leaves.
Brock Lesnar, number 2 overall.
Browns draft Brock Lesnar. I'd be okay with that.
Didn't Brock Lesnar play football for a hot minute? He got like cut from.
He tried to be on the O line of the Minnesota Vikings, and I don't think he made it to the preseason.
I feel like being a pro wrestler turned offensive lineman, you're just gonna do all the holdings. You're just gonna hold every play.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
He can't do that, man.
He probably could have been a great offensive lineman if he had been playing from. It's ridiculous to go from never playing. Like he was a collegiate. He was a great amateur wrestler. Great. But like he didn't play any college football. So to suggest you could be in the NFL without ever playing college football just seems insane. Like, what are you doing, man? Like,
Especially at a position like offensive line.
right.
I feel like you could get away with that if you were like maybe like a I don't know like a slot receiver or something.
I thought he was B-line.
Or I guess like a good example is like basketball players turn tight end like Antonio Gates. He never played college football either.
Oh, that's a good point. He played some, didn't he? Did he play any?
He was on Michigan State, and then when Nick Saban was the head coach at the time, he was like, you have to play one sport. You can't play 2 sports. So he transferred to Kent State, and then
okay, I played Kent State, yeah.
And then just played basketball at Kent State. But he didn't play ball in college.
I feel that transfers very well because I know Julius Peppers played for UNC basketball.
That's right.
Tony.
Yeah.
Did he really? Julius Peppers played for North Carolina basketball?
Yeah.
Power forward. Probably.
Yeah. Like he didn't like start or anything, but I mean, still you're on North Carolina basketball as a 2-sport athlete.
Here's an Ohio State deep cut. Do you guys remember Ricky Dudley?
Ricky Dudley, baby.
Yeah.
That guy was supposed to he was supposed to be so. Wait, he was on the Browns, right? For a little bit.
I think so, actually.
Oh, Okuda goes.
Boom.
3
Nailed it.
Buckeyes, baby.
Woo!
2 in a row.
Judy's up next.
Judy's
3 in
next.
a row, sir.
Oh, I guess that's true.
I like the balloons, man. That's a good touch. You don't see that enough at draft parties.
I don't
Yeah,
get why
I agree.
why the balloons are that high. Get
It's
them all on the same level. What are you doing?
Social distancing, man.
Social distance. The balloon.
in the balloon.
The balloons
I
need
mean,
to be
yeah.
6 feet apart.
I love Jeff Okuda, man. I think he's the number one. Him, well, obviously Chase Young too, but man, that defense was the best defense I've seen in Ohio State in years.
Well, they were real bad for a while on defense.
Well, the year before they were.
Yeah.
It's crazy that a year later they were so nasty.
Well, I think it helped
Because
get rid of.
they simplified schemes and just made it so like, no, you're
Greg
athletically better than the guy across from you. We're not gonna, it's man on man. We're not gonna play anything crazy here. Just beat your guy.
Too much. We tried to outthink ourselves last year, or the year before.
The year before, yeah.
What's up?
I think this team could have. This team should have won the national championship.
That game against Clemson was so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That fucking fumble. What should have been a catch and a fumble.
Well, there was that. There was also the targeting. That targeting was the turning point in the game.
Targeting was bullshit.
It was. I thought we killed him. I thought we killed him too. I thought he was. I was like, all right, well, he's done now. And he came in and just had like the best second half. Goldilocks, whatever his name is.
Goldilocks, Sunshine.
Sunshine, yeah.
I can quote every line to Crimson Tide. Not Crimson Tide.
What? Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans?
I don't know. Why'd you go Crimson Tide?
You know why? Because Beauty's going next.
Yeah. All right, Giants are on the. What do the Giants need except for everything?
A new GM.
Coaches not get paid as well as I think they do. Like when you look at what Roger Goodell's rocking, what's going on here? Oh, this is the VP. Oh, fuck this guy. Got a whole library.
Look at that green screen job. Those kids are definitely not in the same pictures.
They do not want to be there at all.
Good.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm impressed with like the production quality of this, having everything being remote too.
It makes you feel like, why do we do it any other way? This seems pretty fine.
Because we want to be on water in Vegas, on the dam.
I don't know what.
Look at the Bellagio.
I don't know what water they would be in Vegas.
I still like that idea.
The Hoover Dam, right?
It's just
they were not going to be on Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam.
I bet it would have been. I don't actually have any idea. I don't know. I would think that if they're going to have it in Vegas, it's going to be straight on the Strip. So
they had some big like boat thing rigged up, man.
I mean, if you're gonna do this would be the year to drop a boat in the middle of Vegas if you're gonna do it.
Yeah,
we're gonna flood Las Vegas. We're gonna water this desert.
Thank you, Jameson.
Oh, that's the Red October bit. That's good.
Now we're gonna talk about Denzel movies. What's your favorite Denzel movie?
Oh,
I'm commercial. We don't need to be watching it.
What'd you say, Fenner?
Well, what's your favorite Denzel Washington movie?
I meant Loper.
What?
It doesn't matter what I said. Answer his question.
My favorite of his has got to be. Man, the alcohol's kicking in. I'm remembering.
Remember the Titan?
Training Day.
Training Day, yeah. That's what I'd probably pick too.
My mom hates Training Day.
What does it mean? I
love the idea that you're watching Training Day with your mom.
We saw it separately.
Which brings it up every Thanksgiving.
I know, it's crazy. I don't know why she's so obsessed with it. She hates it so much.
That's hilarious.
Really great.
Oh man.
What's yours, Fenner?
Probably Training Day.
He made a movie. I was about to get serious. Start talking deep. Denzel. Yeah.
Man on Fire.
Huh?
Man on Fire. That's
I
a good one.
don't enjoy his action movies as much as like other things. Like Training Day, I don't consider a real action movie.
It's
Huh?
more of a crime drama.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what I'd call it. He did a movie just recent that I watched on TV, I think called No Fences. It's so damn good. And it feels like it's pretty much a play. I'm pretty sure it's like an adapted play, but it's great. And I love Denzel being like different, like showing his acting chops and not just being like a fucking action hero. I don't like him as an action hero.
True. Oh, John Q. I forgot about John Q.
Are you looking up the IMDb of
No,
Jameson?
I mean, so yes.
Thank you, producer Jameson,
Thank you.
feeding us Denzel movies.
And are you guys both on laptops?
Yes.
I meant my computer, my desktop computer.
I should be at a computer.
Are you just on your phone?
I'm on my iPad, and so I can't see the chat while I'm like talking, or while we're all talking. I have to like they're different screens, so I should have used my laptop. But
Oh well, next time.
who will?
That Brock Lesnar episode, you'll be all over it.
Dude, I'm all about
I'm
it.
excited for the Brock Lesnar episode. And then we're doing a Tyson Young one right after that.
And then Tyson Fury.
And then Tyson Fury.
Each episode we'll like change the name slightly until we just get completely off topic. Tyson Fury, Fury Road. I'm just like, okay, now we're not in the sports anymore.
Ooh, let's do an episode on Fury Road.
I do like Fury Road. That's great.
It's racing, right? It's a racing movie. It's a racing movie.
Close enough.
Actually,
All right, looks like the commercial break is over. Flipping back. Pew.
Pat fucking Shermer.
Oh, I hate that guy.
He was.
Hey, it's 4th and 9. Let's run a 4-yard out route.
I forgot that dude. Fucking. Oh my god, Pat Shermer. I know, like Hugh Jackson was the worst, but I still think Shermer may have been worse than Hugh Jackson.
I 100% agree with you on that. Shermer was by far the worst coach. Hugh Jackson was just there, and they were just trying to change everything at once, and it's too much. But also, Hugh Jackson wasn't a good coach. Let me clarify.
He wasn't a bad coach. He just wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't nearly as bad as Pat Shermer, man. The amount of times I saw him call a timeout on 4th down, only to then punt right after. Like, if you're gonna call timeout, you have to go for it.
Yeah,
I
who
think
cares about 5 yards?
this year, man. I don't know. I always felt he did. He and who was the dude before him? That's like the defensive coordinator of Green Bay. What was his name?
Mike Patton.
Patton deserved more time for sure.
Yeah, Mike Patton. Do you remember Chudzinski?
Coach Chud.
I thought Chudzinski deserved more than that too.
He got
God.
screwed.
Jesus,
Yeah.
so many coaches. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I honestly really thought Hugh Jackson would really turn it around.
Oh, I did too.
Well, he talked like he would, but
Well, the media.
he
loved
just
it.
talks. He doesn't do anything. He just talks.
Everybody respected the fuck out of him. Everybody like in the league like would talk so highly of him. Here we go. What are
Yeah.
the Giants pick?
Oh, here we go with the Giants pick.
The New York Giants select Andrew Thomas.
Damn it!
Oh, the
Not
offensive
Judy.
line.
Oh crap! I kind of wanted that guy.
It's an offensive lineman, but
That's a good
Well, they
pick.
need offensive line.
Yeah, that's a
So
good pick.
here's fine. I'm gonna say this now. Offensive linemen, like it should be a different draft. I can't stand offensive linemen drafted in the first round. I get how important they are, but Jesus Christ, is it boring? It's so boring.
I mean,
It's like
so how?
you ever. Oh, I'm gonna talk over you.
Okay.
The Oscars have a different Oscars for categories that nobody gives a shit about. And I feel like the NFL should do the same thing. Just follow suit. We don't care about offensive linemen, man.
Yeah, but you're not drafting the Oscars.
It'd be cool if you did.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's true.
First overall pick, Michael Bay, every year.
Well, you know, the XFL, may it rest in peace, did they did a separate draft for offensive linemen. They did like skill positions.
Really?
They did quarterbacks, skill positions, and they basically broke down by position, like offensive skill position, and
That
then
kind of makes sense for like an expansion.
yeah, they
league.
basically did it like position by like secondary linebackers, D line, like they all had separate drafts for those.
I'm just trying to figure how that will work.
That's for like a brand new league. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good idea, and it's sad what happened to them. I think I'm gonna do a eulogy.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I get that this was unexpected, but I don't know. I would have thought they would have been able to survive 1 year.
I think with all the WWE losing money, that really put a nail in the coffin of Vince McMahon's hopes.
Yeah. It was actually pretty enjoyable
their
to watch.
WrestleMania, they probably lost so much money off of WrestleMania. It's crazy. Oh, look at this guy. He's trying to. He's just struggling to put a mask on. My TV is like.
Is he going outside?
No. He's just by himself. You don't need to wear a mask if you're home alone.
He's afraid of getting himself sick.
Oh no. That feels like a Browns GM thing.
Yeah.
Just fucking up putting a mask on. That's fantastic.
I feel like the Madden video game should use some of these animations that they use in these broadcasts to create their players and stuff. This is like way better.
Yeah. My first round picks. Dang.
If this isn't Tua here, I will be shocked if they don't draft Tua here.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Tua is perfect for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Tua. Who's their quarterback now?
Tannehill? No. Tannehill's with Tennessee. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Who is their quarterback now? Oh, Rosen. Rosen's their quarterback.
Oh yeah. I thought he was going to be
Fitzpatrick,
decent. They did not
was
pan out.
better.
That's right, Fitzpatrick. Yeah. And then Rosen did some things there. Is Rosen going to land with a team and actually like play a reasonable amount of games?
I can't tell if he's like not good or just has not been given like an opportunity yet because he really hasn't. But like he also hasn't shown me anything that would lead me to believe he's an actual NFL quarterback.
I liked him in college. I really thought he could be a good NFL quarterback. I really thought when he got with Miami that they would give him a real shot, and they had barely even tried. So maybe he's not showing anything in practice. He seems like he could be a really good quarterback, though. Like he's a smart dude. I don't know. I'm surprised he hasn't been given more of a shot.
Yeah, he has been just thrown on two horrendous teams, so that probably doesn't help.
You know what's crazy about the Dolphins is how many of the players that they've gotten rid of, like to just clean house, that are like killing it elsewhere. Obviously, you got Mika Fitzpatrick. But Kenyon Drake is awesome in Arizona. He's going to be a top 5 fantasy pick for sure.
Yeah.
Top 10, anyway, I think.
So after Miami, it's the I almost said Los Angeles Clippers.
I do that all the time. I hate the LAC. I always think it's the Clippers.
It is funny that there are 2 teams in Los Angeles and they deserve 0 because they're not a football town in the slightest.
It was dumb to move one there, but then like when the Chargers like we're also going to go there, it's like why would you? Yeah, exactly. What are you thinking? Why would you? They don't want the first team.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with this production quality for the draft. I thought it was going to be way clunkier.
Yeah.
But it's a huge corporation, so I'm sure they were on top of it.
I'm sure they did a bunch of test runs and stuff.
Okay, we don't know if he's going to do that, but maybe in that first contract.
Yeah.
And he does learn how to get the ball out of his hands.
Also, are they like having people like go to their house to actually film?
It's what ESPN and Fox have been. Well, I think mostly ESPN is that they have like professional camera setups in like all these guys' houses.
Yeah.
And that's how they like can telecommute, because they were telecommuting basically before all this virus stuff went down.
Yeah.
So it was pretty seamless transition for a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Trey Wingo's suit, by the way. What is he like? Feels very Zootsu.
It's a very thick pinstripe going on there.
A lot of pinstripes. It feels a little extra lapel-y.
I find it weird that his lines go down, but his tie is going like all directions. It's like your lines need to be all in the same direction.
He does not give a shit anymore. He's just doing it.
Trey Wingo. He does not give a fuck.
I also like how they didn't let him film from home. Like he had to go to an empty studio to film by himself.
He's the only one
He's the only one in this studio.
It's just him.
He has to set everything up. Come on, Trey, just do it.
All these talking heads are very tech savvy, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Oh, here we go.
NFL draft. The Miami Dolphins select Tua Tagovailoa.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I can't imagine them going with anybody other than him. That makes.
How's his hip though?
Apparently, he's made of glass, so this probably won't go well.
That's worrisome.
Do you think he's better than Burrow if health wasn't an issue for either?
I don't.
He was definitely he was the lock for #1 pick before everything happened. But Burrow had a hell of a year. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a guarantee that Tua would be over him with a healthy hip.
Obviously Burrow had like a historical year, but I'm still not like that's not a lot of he still doesn't play a lot of games as a starter, and his junior year wasn't nearly as good. So I'm struggling to be like, no, he's a for sure, especially in Cincinnati, who could just as easily ruin him.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not for sure. I think I feel more confident in him than I do Tua. That might just also be Ohio State.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting. I mean, and the fact that maybe if the season gets pushed back, that's probably even better for Tua anyway. He has more time to heal.
Well, if they're smart, they'll probably just wouldn't even play him this year. I mean, you're not going to win anything. Just let him sit for a year and heal and learn.
Give Rosen the keys. See if he can build some trade value.
Yeah. Or just give it back to Fitzmagic, baby.
Fitzmagic.
How old is he?
What's that?
How old is Ryan Fitzpatrick? I feel
he's got to be like, I think he's like 38, 39.
Yeah. Ryan Fitzpatrick. He does have a fantastic beard. I will give him that.
I don't understand beards that big, man. I tried it. It got way too hard to maintain, so I just lopped it off.
Once you have as a guy that tried to really grow a beard, it really becomes hard to maintain, like to keep it trimmed. Like if like not having hair on the head, you don't it's weird when you have to like go to a barber just to get your beard trimmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is true. Because I always did it while they're doing my actual haircut. I'm like, and just do my beard as well. When I was keeping like a reasonable limit. Oh wow.
Tua. What's
nice.
That?
What is
fancy boy?
What is that like ham? Is he like are those cured meats in the inside of his jacket?
It's a ham jacket. I mean, not the worst idea to be honest with you.
What, storing away some cured meats?
Just that cured meats in my jacket.
Yeah. Maybe he knows something we don't know about Corona.
He's just trying some insane remedy for coronavirus. You put prosciutto in your jacket, doesn't come near you.
If you just fill your body with sodium, sure you'll die of a heart attack, but not of coronavirus.
I'm willing to try it. By the way, prosciutto in my pocket is the name of my high school band. I Nice.
in my pocket.
Classic Jimmy Pardo joke right there.
we were a ska band named Prosciutto in my pocket.
Well, we're closing in on this Browns pick, guys. Only what, 4 and then us?
It's if they don't trade back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Great. That's there.
Not yet.
You can run with that ham jacket idea.
Do you think people are afraid to trade because of the all virtual draft?
That's actually a good question because this is the first one. Yeah. Although those top 5, like I can kind of totally see them not wanting or actually wanting to take those people.
Yeah.
Honestly, I always wonder if wonder if they're just like, we can't scout these guys. Maybe we just go with whatever Mel Kiper had on his board. Let's just do that.
If you don't get your pick in time, Mel Kiper just makes it.
Yeah, this might be the most accurate Mel Kiper draft that he's ever done.
He was 100% right.
Oh, my dogs are freaking out somewhere.
Anybody who's had this trauma, and I will say this, I think
That
Nick
is-
Saban's words, not just about Tua, but about what they happened to Drew Brees when they failed him.
Do you think
Gotta-
I think the Browns would be the first team to try and trade back,
The owner, Stephen
and something will happen. Like we'll drop the call or something and just end up trading away like our first pick and getting nothing in return.
You don't think we take that linebacker from Clemson if he's sitting there at 10?
I was going to say, you got to go with him if he's there.
I don't think he'll be there, but if he's there, I would prefer to take him.
And then if we can somehow get Trent Williams too, that'd be fantastic.
That would be good. That would be really good. Yeah, if you get that, then you don't have to worry about drafting.
Look at this! Look at these baby faces. Brady Quinn. Ooh boy, that was 2007. Man, that was a while ago.
That was the. I remember I was pissed off because we didn't take Brady Quinn with the 3rd overall pick, but instead we took Joe Thomas. I should not be a GM. Is what I'm trying to say.
I was happy with Joe Thomas. Then we traded back in to get Quinn. It was just like, oh man.
The reason I didn't like Joe Thomas at the time is because I remember. Do you remember Robert Gallery?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone was talking about him like being the next big thing, and he sucks. So I'm like, oh, cool. We just drafted the next Robert Gallery. Great job, guys. But I was very excited when we took Brady Quinn. So
yeah. I think the Los Angeles Clippers here are going to take Mr. Herbert. That's my guess here. What do you guys have?
They're bear. Judy.
You think?
I just ran out of names.
The Judge.
Judge Judes. Or Henry Ruggs.
Jeff hasn't moved in a while. Is he alive?
Is Jeff frozen?
He might be.
Nah, oh well.
I'm gonna kick him out. Let him come back in. He is 100% frozen.
It's actually just a bit. It's
Oh boy.
just
Okay. Well,
a very elaborate bit.
yeah, he must have locked up. Well, he's doing this from his phone, which that makes sense.
Mm.
All right, here it comes.
Judy, baby.
Justin Herbert.
There it is. I was right. Bang.
I feel there's like a pretty big drop off between the top 2 quarterbacks and him.
Yeah, kind of. And then there's that Love guy from Utah.
Like he's still good, but I just feel like the other 2 were just.
He's fine. He's not. I don't think. I mean, quarterbacks always are way inflated on when they get taken.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, whenever that first one gets taken, everyone just panics, and then.
I think Jeff's back. There he is.
There he's back.
Spectrum Internet, baby.
Blame it on the router.
No, it actually is the router. That's funny you say that. This happens like 3 times a day, and I need to get a new router, but I don't want to deal with it with like everything going on. So, ironically, I need internet now more than ever, and I'm like, I'll just reset the router.
if you go to Micro Center right now, they are very they're taking a lot of very very good precautions as far as like the social distancing, and like you walk in, they spray your hands with like a
Power washer.
with a power washer. Yeah, I don't have any skin on my hands right now. It's crazy.
I'm not bleeding, but no big deal.
They spray your hands down, give you gloves. They actually have masks there that they give you too to walk around in.
Wow, that's actually really good.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know what a Micro Center is. Is it a little store?
My grandpa would say,
Computer store?
It's a very tiny center.
"What's a micro center?"
Like, is that the actual name of the store?
Yeah, it's called
they're a
Micro
chain.
Center. It's on Bethel Road.
You're a chain.
I don't buy it.
Jameson even says they're killing it at Micro Center, so you know we're speaking the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a electronics and computer store. That's a little bit more focused on computer stuff than like a Best Buy would be.
Well, I feel like Spectrum should give me a new router, but maybe I'll buy one. But
Oh, if you can get one from Spectrum, then yeah, do that.
yeah, Spectrum should give me a new one, but Spectrum should give me a lot of things. Why I gotta? So, has he been drafted by the Chargers already? Did I miss that?
Yeah, you missed that.
Yep.
Damn.
Herbert to the Chargers.
Not
There's
bad.
no chance he is good. No chance.
Really?
I just-
I mean,
I
I
don't
got
think Oregon quarterbacks are ever good in the NFL.
there really hasn't been a good one.
Not even Joey Harrington.
Joe Harrington, baby.
Ely Smith.
Oh God,
I forgot about him. Yeah.
God,
What about?
it was either him or Tim Couch.
Oh yeah, those are the two choices. Well,
Or no, Jonathan Knapp was there
Couch's
too.
failure on the fact that the Browns are. I don't think in my lifetime I don't think there's been one quarterback drafted by an expansion team that's worked out.
I don't think Tim Couch is as much of a bust as people
I
say
think he was thrown
is.
into the worst situation possible. I don't think anyone.
He
I'm just
played
happy-
some decent ball, but it wasn't the worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
It was just he was around a dumpster fire that was of a team that was just. I mean, he got killed back there.
Yeah.
Right.
And
It would have been to see what he would do at another team. But also, I mean, he played at Kentucky. I mean, come on.
yeah, I mean, well, we could have taken
SEC defenses, man. Come on.
we could have taken Donovan.
The 90s.
McNabb. I don't honestly think he would have done anything here either. I think he would have also just got his career ruined.
Who?
Donovan McNabb, because we could have had him too. He was like the 5th pick.
Oh yeah.
But I think we would just ruined his career too.
I mean, nobody was gonna. That's such a recipe for disaster. I don't know how you don't bring in like a veteran. I think the Bengals when they had ironically I'm referencing the Bengals here, but I thought they did it best. You bring in a veteran like John Kitna for a while and let him do let a solid veteran do the job okay, and then you have a rookie learn from him.
Well, we did. We had Ty Detmer, but he tore his ACL like in the 2nd game.
Shit, I forgot about Ty Detmer. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
it was like one of the more Browns things to happen. It's like,
Yeah.
cool, we're gonna take this out. No, he's gonna go in there right now. Cool.
Ty Detmer. There's a Mormon for you.
What?
Wasn't his
Oh, he
brother
could
named
okay.
Wasn't his brother named Coy or something? Coy Detmer. He had a brother.
You're so, yeah.
God damn it, Corey.
Baby came out. Do I want to cry? I don't want to cry. Oh, you're so coy.
Was it Coy or am I making that up?
No, coy.
I'm gonna go with it.
Okay, it is Coy. Okay. I was gonna say that doesn't sound like a name, so I wasn't sure if I had heard that right or not.
Maybe I'll cry.
I don't know.
Much.
So this is the first episode. I think so far we have been much more of the disaster than the actual draft has been, which I think is pretty predictable.
It's
at
gonna
this
happen.
point.
I don't know how sporty this has actually been. It feels like we've been doing a lot of. I feel like we should make this more about Denzel Washington movies. But,
I think so. Well, I think so too. We've already hit up Pauly Shore. We've already hit up Stephen Baldwin.
it's just three drunk dudes watching sports talking about movies.
Lowe's 300,000 or so.
Wait, Christian McCaffrey, he's a handsome man. Jesus, good Lord.
I did not think he was going to be good.
That's Christian McCaffrey.
I didn't either.
there on
I did not either.
I thought he was gonna be like a good like third down back, but no, he's like doing everything.
Yeah, I was very wrong about that.
He'll probably have a career of like 5 years, but
Yeah.
there's no way he lasts long with the way they're using him. But.
And come together. We have our regular gang of Lewis, Booger, and Mel Kiper Jr. from
I don't understand how you're a grown man and you go by the name Booger. I don't get it.
I don't understand how he still has a job.
I think some kid called him that when he was in middle school, and he was so stubborn. He's like, "No, I like that name."
I remember he was announcing one of the playoff games this year, and it was like 4th down, and the Bills had to get the first down to keep the game going. And he said, "Well, I think what you do here is you spike it and then go for it on the next down." How that works, Booger.
Booger.
Great game awareness.
Well, if he had any, he'd be a coach somewhere. So
That's a
To
good
be
point.
honest, I don't really remember him with that Tampa Bay defense. Like all the players, I could name so many players on that Tampa Bay defense, and
Eric Brooks.
Derek Brooks. Well, that's it actually.
Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp, Rondé Barber, John Lynch. I feel like I can think of a couple others before Booger McFarland. I never remember the name Booger McFarland. Like he was not.
Who's the guy who won the Super Bowl MVP and then did nothing?
The Tampa Bay.
Remember that? Yeah.
Probably.
It was like some. It was like some
He fucking coached the team they were playing against. They fucking killed him. Was it? It's probably the quarterback, right?
no, it was like some free safety who like Dexter something.
That's weird. Really?
I don't know why I remember that.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
You know what? I feel like the Tampa Bay defense just picked off Gannon that entire game. So he probably had like a couple pick sixes, and you had to give it to him. I don't remember who it is though. But I feel like
Dexter Jackson.
all right. Huh?
Dexter Jackson.
Dexter Jackson.
I wouldn't have gotten that in a million years.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
I mean, I can pull David Garrard out of my ass, but not.
You're not the Dexter Jackson level.
No, that's a whole nother level.
That's actually a good thing. You don't want to be on that level.
So we just missed a pick here. It was Derek.
The Air Force running back, really? You're going with an Air Force running back?
No, he didn't
No,
get
that's
picked.
Eric Brand.
Oh,
Derek Brown,
What am I reading?
defensive tackle Auburn, went to the Carolina Panthers.
I do like the idea of Air Force running back getting picked 6 overall.
That sounds like a Browns move. He's like, oh, he's a team guy.
We're actually going to go with the quarterback because we think the triple option is a great system for quarterback.
South Carolina is the first defensive
I
tackle.
don't know what I saw that made me think was an Air Force running back.
Games against the top level opponents. Texas A&M.
All right, defensive tackle. All right.
Alabama at 7 tackles, 3.5 tackles.
Is that a fun enough pick for you, Jeff, or is that also boring?
If it's not in a Buckeye, it's boring to me.
There should be a separate draft for Buckeyes.
Right?
Each college should have their own draft. If you're a major college football program, you should have your own
Wasn't
draft.
that just the AAF or whatever that football league was?
That wasn't a draft. That was just literal allocation.
They just had, yeah.
They're just like, you don't get to choose. You're going to this place. I'm like, all right.
Which really sucks for whatever teams like did not get the first pick of what college they got.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like one team has like Ohio State, like Alabama. Other ones just like like Toledo.
Yeah, DJ, I love
Bruce Gronkowski.
last year. Jared McCoy is now gone. You need that guy.
What are they, a band? Why are they all? They're all.
He's going to turn the corner.
They're
Derrick
all-
Brown is a perfect
Well,
fit.
Arizona's got their pick in too.
Middle of the field.
This is going pretty quick.
And he plays sideline to sideline just the way I like
I think
it.
this,
Man,
I think it starts at like 8:20, so it's basically been
Yeah, look, he is
maybe
a
about an
high
hour at this
effort
point.
Yeah, it hasn't been an hour. Yeah.
I mean, we've been live for an hour 20.
in that,
So
in that mold. Look, when you think about the Carolina
Cleveland has not traded their pick yet.
Butler, they
So
interior,
that'll be interesting.
apartment made for-
Do you think Arizona takes that linebacker, Simmons?
I don't. What does Arizona need right now?
Quarterback and quarterback.
They
Wow.
probably need a receiver because Fitzgerald's
Yeah,
old as shit.
Actually, Judy, you're right.
Judy, yeah.
Yeah, they think Judy or Ruggs.
A 4-3, put your hand
That's
on
what they think. Rugs. I can't do it. I'm not. Gonna.
I heard that Arizona liked CeCe Lamb a lot. That's what I heard.
All up and down the line of scrimmage. And I'll tell you this: the NFC South better.
CeCe Lamb from Oklahoma,
Yeah.
because he has a relationship with
He certainly is. By
with
the way,
Murray.
defensive coordinator at Auburn, Kevin
That makes
Steele.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
I was at
Yeah.
Tennessee when Reggie White was there, and at Alabama when Marcel Darius was there. That's the kind of player he is. Meanwhile, the
All
pick
right,
is
let's see
in
what they
the
got here.
Arizona Cardinals. Let's check it out.
All right, let's go.
Boo.
With the eighth
He's not getting
pick
booed nearly
in the
enough.
2020 NFL Draft,
That'd be great if the people behind him were booing him.
Isaiah Simmons.
They took him.
Clemson.
Damn it.
Well, it is hard to
All right. Well, now
Yeah,
we
well,
got
Isaiah
right?
Simmons.
More picks.
now we're taking a tackle for sure.
Yeah. Or Henry Ruggs.
I'm really surprised by that. I really thought Arizona would go more offense there.
That don't even exist.
Maybe they weren't expecting this guy to drop.
Three-star recruit out of high
He is
school
really good.
in Olathe,
Yeah, that would have been nice.
A little bit of
He also could have just kept Joe Schobert and not had this
Right.
need for a linebacker. I'm not sure what we need with him.
Is there any linebacker that's even comparable to worth drafting at 10?
Here he is running
I don't think so.
I think he's by far the
don't know.
best.
Travis Etienne, and that's a dead heat.
I mean, at this point, they probably got to trade down.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll be online for a while, you guys.
Trade down to 32. Let's do it.
When you ask
We're gonna trade out of the first round.
He says
We will stay on air until they draft.
We're going all night, baby.
What do you guys think of them keeping?
He might be a true positionless defender in today's NFL.
I'm on the fence about if they were to trade
James doing the Charger games for the last couple of years, and you'll see him used in different ways on a week-by-week
you
basis.
know,
See Isaiah
Nope.
Simmons
I don't.
that exact same way.
I'm drawing a blank, man.
Denzel Washington.
Yes.
You might use him as
Uh,
a
Denzel Washington, I'm probably sure.
him from off the edge. You could even play him in the deep middle.
What if
third.
they
This guy
trade
can do so many different things.
what's his name?
Coordinator. He's an outstanding.
I feel like there's
prospect.
no chemistry there. God, I'm drawing a blank, man. I'm
Ryan Denny.
Coordinators and why they love
The-
the idea
the
of
most
position
famous
players
name
finding
on the
position
team.
corners.
Jesus.
It's really, really simple. When
Michael Irving?
you want to
Yes,
be your
thank you.
Brock Lesnar.
impact the football game.
This is just a recap of the last hour.
Yeah, but what's been happening?
Outside linebacker,
Now I'm trying to talk sports and I've been drinking.
put him in a position
Come on,
where
come
he
on.
can affect the football game.
It's the Disaster Sports Show, man. You're doing it right.
There's two wide receivers, the bigger name. Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Judy?
Some tape on him.
Shut up.
This is a guy who can come down in the box.
The Browns team,
Cover, then he's a guy who can play in the middle of the field.
Jarvis Landry?
not Landry. The other
Odell
one.
Beckham.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Thank God.
I think that took so long because we had no idea like what you
Because
were
of
asking.
you forgot Odell Beckham Jr.
Well, he's ridiculous.
Trade. Here's something I think they should have considered, and it's probably too late now because you could have gotten Odell for like probably a top 5 pick and the 10th. Yeah, if you trade Odell with the 10th pick for a top 5 pick, and
I mean, he
get,
would, but I don't think you really need to. The only thing I would like that for is if like you could get up to 2 and then pay Chase Young.
That's
But
true.
I don't think.
well,
I think
they're
it's a lot
probably
more
going to
than
be in the position to take him anyway. I say it does not look like Odell is meshing well with Baker. So if you're
Well, I don't think It didn't help having fucking Freddie Kitchens running the
It
goddamn
was
offense.
pretty
So
kitchen.
it'll
I
be,
don't know, man. It just felt like there was like he was everything was forced to Beckham, and Beckham dropping. Beckham's great. I think he just I don't know. I
I'll
wouldn't
be interested
hate
to
it
see what he does in this
if
new
Beckham
offense. I
from
feel
Europe-
I feel we're gonna have a much better offense this year than the one drive thing that we did last time.
How do you think Beckham works with their system now, though? Like, he's very much like he's not.
I mean, Minnesota worked really well. I mean, they had Thielen underneath, and they had Diggs over the. They kind of put Odell into Diggs' role. I mean, those worked very well.
Yeah.
So I think it'll work out well.
I like that. I like
Hopefully.
that. I guess maybe they must be sticking to it. I hope that Odell wants to stay there. If it makes Jarvis happy, maybe it's worth it. But I don't know. I wonder if trading him and getting somebody young and new might be a better idea. Getting a Jimmy Ruggs or a CeCe Lamb.
Jimmy Ruggs.
Is
The actual Wolves make a video of Jimmy Ruggs trying out for the Browns.
Yeah, I think we have to now.
You got to do Jimmy Ruggs doing the 40, doing all the like NFL like combine activities. Not combine.
That's a very different kind of bind, you guys.
Combine, not combine.
Freudian slip. I would love to do a video where we just do a bunch of characters doing doing like the 40 and the shuttle run and bench reps and all that stuff, long jump.
I want to see Jimmy Ruggs' bench reps. Because I know he has no upper body strength, as he said several times in videos.
At all, apparently.
At all.
Jimmy Ruggs?
As a world, not just
Oops,
America,
too much.
all of
There we
us.
go. Oop, not good. And there we go.
Like a great team.
All right.
I hope you're staying safe, protecting yourselves.
Technical difficulties.
Nah,
We're
we'll
gonna get through this together.
work in
We gonna
progress.
be
We'll
all
figure it
right,
out.
baby. We gonna be all right. I promise you that.
Bergie muted himself.
Who?
I muted myself.
Okay.
I can mute you guys too. Did you know that?
Film draft presented by.
Are you muting me? You
Nope.
better not be muting me.
I'm gonna say thank you to all the doctors.
Mutiny with the mutant me. I should rap.
I can't do
This is going significantly off the rails.
Oh, yeah.
We can't handle a trade down at this point.
We ran out of steam about an hour ago.
Much like the actual Browns.
I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun, guys. This is good.
I'm having fun.
But this Jaguar pick is taking its sweet time. Just tell us already.
They're going to take one of the tackles we want, probably.
Well, look,
I hope Wirfs falls to us, the guy from
That's what I
Iowa.
want.
Make a difference now.
If you're
Follow up
Jacksonville,
for COVID-19 relief efforts and join players, teams,
They don't have a
fans, and
quarterback, do
communities
they?
around the country in the NFL draft.
I mean, they do, but what quarterback would you take at this point? I feel
They have
it'd be-
Minshew. Minshew Mania, man. Sells
Oh,
tickets.
that's a good point.
Affected. Visit NFL.com.
Gardner
Yeah.
Minshew.
dude, I guess if you go all in with Minshew, then you get either a receiver or maybe you hope that is the defense still good or not? I don't know.
I don't think they
I
are.
literally did not watch Jacksonville at all last year.
I think the defense is pretty bad now.
Yeah, they've gotten rid of. I mean, Ramsey isn't there anymore. They've had to offload some of their.
Yeah, man. They gave the screwed the Rams over. The Rams are screwed because of what they did for Ramsey.
What they give up again?
The
Jacksonville Jaguars pick at number 9. Let's go to the commissioner.
Oh, here we go.
Keep it up. With the 9th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select C.J. Henderson, defensive back, Florida.
Okay.
Yep, I'm cool with
All right.
that.
Now we got tackle options.
Yeah.
Jameson says Danny DeVito.
What was that in reference to?
I don't know. I think he just wants to talk about Danny DeVito. What's your favorite Danny DeVito movie, and why is it Throw Mama from a Train?
Can I suggest that I know football is really fun with big elite athletes, but if we did it instead with people in the shape of Danny DeVito?
I mean, first off, leverage-wise, he's going to be good.
Oh, the Browns already picked.
Oh, nice.
They say pick is in, but they're not. They haven't
So
announced it. They'll take a second to announce it.
I'm guessing work.
Yeah.
Unless they don't care about that drug test and Becton gets picked.
That's possible, too. I don't think they'll do that, though.
Well,
that is a dumb thing to say about the Browns. The amount of times I don't think they'll do that.
it's like, oh no, they did it. They did it. They doubled down.
I don't think they'll listen to a homeless man and draft a quarterback based off that.
I don't think any of us thought we would need to say that, but apparently.
Yeah.
One of those types of guys. He's the kind of guy who can match up.
I'm very curious to see here who the Browns get. Boom. I love watching football highlights. That wasn't even that big of a hit, but I still enjoyed it.
Been watching a lot of just sports bloopers recently.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just need to feel sports again.
I love sports bloopers as a kid. I feel like okay, unless it's something extremely wacky, I don't really enjoy them anymore.
Define wacky. What's your definition of wacky?
I don't know.
A Roadrunner cartoon?
Yes, I like when an anvil gets dropped in the outfield. It's a lot of fun.
His defensive coordinator for Florida, Todd Grantham, in 30 years.
Did Mike Trout get taken out by a wrecking ball?
Yeah, I would actually watch a lot more baseball if they started doing that shit.
Was diagnosed with a rare brain tumor, and his family.
Oh, with Conan O'Brien bitters. Somebody would do like sports bits.
Joins us from his home.
We drafted Conan O'Brien.
Fans, and a special shout out to Browns Nation. I am so excited to help introduce the first-round draft pick for my hometown Cleveland Browns. The wait is finally over. Thank you to the NFL for your support of St. Jude. While my journey with cancer has been hard, I cannot say enough about St. Jude. The doctors and staff are amazing, and they have taken such good care of me. And now back to you for the Browns pick. Go Browns!
You can let him make the pick?
That was a weird punch-in when he said go Browns.
Very weird.
Thank you, Fletcher. We are so happy to see that you're home and doing well. We're
Not for nothing, but I'm a cancer survivor too. Just so we don't
I was really hoping Goodell was not going to announce our pick.
Fletcher, go get him. So I have the Browns pick with the 10th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. The Cleveland Browns select Jedrick Wills, tackle, Alabama. I hope you like it.
All
right.
That's not one other thought, but yeah, I'm fine with it.
Is off the board.
That wasn't what I once talked about, but I go from Alabama.
Is this the guy that let Tua get his hip injury? Is that
Tua was scrambling. That doesn't count.
Who is this guy? It's Jedrick.
All right, guys. Well, that's the Browns pick.
We did it, man.
I think that's it. I think that's the show. So good job, everybody.
Potential
Hell of a time. Hell of a time to be alive. You guys have any last words for our one viewer right now?
Hi, Jameson.
Yeah, that's a
Hi, Jameson.
You got one, Jeff? Something that's different than what Chris said?
Oh, not really.
Not really works for me. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, guys. We'll be back with more episodes here in the near future. I've been Dan. We have Chris. We got Bergie. This has been the Disaster Sports Show. Peace.